Call to order a meeting for the Normal Town Council for February 1st, 2016. Please call the roll.
Mayor Coos.
Here.
Mr. Fritzen.
Here.
Mr. Preston.
Here.
Mr. McBride.
Here.
Mrs. Lorenz.
Here.
Mr. McCarthy.
Here.
Ms. Gaines is not here.
We'll begin with a pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll start with the omnibus agenda. These are items that are considered routine, will be voted on as a whole unless a council member would like to pull an item for discussion. I would like to be excused on voting on any bills I may have incurred in my duties as mayor.
I'd like to be excused from voting on the WGLT bill.
Thank you. Further? Motion for approval?
Move approval. Second.
Items under consideration on the omnibus agenda tonight are approval of the minutes of the regular meeting of January 19th, 2016, and approval of Town of Normal expenditures for payment as of January 27th, 2016. A motion to authorize the Illinois Department of Transportation to award a contract to Stark Excavating Incorporated in the amount of $1,529,836 for the Rab Road NCH to Towanda Barnes Road Improvement Project. A motion authorizing staff to negotiate 3-year engineering continuing service agreements with Clark Dietz Incorporated, Lewis Yaki and Brown Incorporated, Maurer Stutz Incorporated, White and Company to provide engineering services for various town departments. We have a motion to initiate a zoning map at 303 West Willow, 409 West Willow, 212 North School, 211 North University Street, 210 North Main Street, 212 North Main Street, 200 Kingsley, 202 Kingsley, 302 Kingsley, 609 West College, 203 South Main Street, 205 South Main Street, 207 South Main Street, 301 South Main Street, 605 Dry Grove, and 710 South Main Street and 213 West Locust. These are ISU properties that have not been zoned S2 university school properties, and that's what we'll be doing with that tonight. A resolution to accept a proposal from CloudPoint Geographics in the amount of $35,820 for professional geographic information services. A resolution to appropriate $45,000 of the town's allotment of motor fuel tax funds for the Vernon Avenue Beaufort Street Traffic Signal Upgrade Project. A resolution authorizing the use of motor fuel tax funds for the retirement of general obligation bonds used for roadway improvements in Uptown Normal. A resolution authorizing a contract with Nicor Gas in the amount of $44,810.92 for the relocation of a 4-inch gas main in conjunction with the Rab Road Improvement Project, and approval of a required budget adjustment to the line item 510-7710-431.20-10, of the Stormwater Management Fund for this expenditure. An ordinance amending Section 22.15-4 of the Municipal Code of the Town of Normal regarding license requirements for tree trimmers. An ordinance amending Chapter 1, Section 19, having to do with electronic drafting file standards, and that's for the Manual of Practice for the Design of Public Improvements in the Town of Normal. And an ordinance abating the levy of the 2015 property taxes for the Special Service Area Number 1, which is the shops at College Hills.
Mayor?
Yes.
Just one item of clarification. The title on the agenda on the engineering groups, inadvertently we omitted 2 of the names. I want to just add Crawford, Murphy, and Tilley and Farnsworth Group. Those are in the staff report, but they, for some reason, got omitted on the agenda title. So those are also part of that motion on item D.
Great. Thank you. Please call the roll.
Mr. Fritzen.
Aye.
Mr. Preston.
Aye.
Mr. McBride.
Aye.
Mrs. Lorenz.
Aye.
Mr. McCarthy.
Aye.
Mayor Coos.
Aye. The omnibus agenda is approved. We have two items of general orders tonight. The first is a resolution authorizing staff to negotiate a supplemental agreement with Ratio Architects for a net reduction in fee of $26,007 for design modifications related to the proposed South Rail passenger platform and improvements to the old Amtrak station.
Move approval.
Thank you. And do we have discussion on this item? Please call the roll.
Mr. Preston?
Aye.
Mr. McBride?
Aye.
Mrs. Lorenz?
Aye.
Mr. McCarthy?
Aye.
Mr. Fritzen?
Aye.
Mayor Kus?
Aye. Resolution is approved. Item 7 is a resolution waiving formal bids and authorizing the purchase and installation of ball field lights at Champion Fields from Musco Lighting LLC in the amount of $271,500 and approving an associated budget adjustment.
Move approval.
Second.
Is there discussion on this item? Please call the roll.
Mr. McBride?
Aye.
Mrs. Lorenz?
Aye.
Mr. McCarthy?
Aye.
Mr. Fritzen?
Aye.
Preston?
Aye.
Mayor Kus?
Aye. That concludes our regular business here tonight. Before, we have a request to adjourn to executive session to discuss matters of collective bargaining and to approve previous executive session minutes. Before taking that motion, are there concerns or comments? Hearing none, a motion to adjourn to executive session?
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Mrs. Lorenz?
Aye.
Mr. McCarthy?
Aye.
Mr. Fritzen?
Aye.
Mr. Preston?
Aye.
Mr. McBride?
Aye.
Mayor Kus?
Aye. We are adjourned to executive session. Thank you.
It might not have been the fastest meeting, but that's the least I ever said.
Hey, Aaron. Orange crew.